What's up guys, I'm ArieRashelle and this is the end times. I've seen more than one person say that the star fallen from heaven with the key to the bottomless pit is Satan. The reasoning is never more than quoting random verses from the book of Revelation, so let's just dive right into this. Revelation chapter 9 verse 1. And the fifth angel blew his trumpet, and I saw a star fallen from heaven to earth, and he was given the key to the shaft of the bottomless pit. There are two main verses used when someone argues that this is Satan. Let's read those real quick. The first one, Revelation chapter 12 verse 3 through 4. And another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his head 7 diadems. His tail swept down a third of the stars of heaven and cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman who was about to give birth, so that when she bore her child, he might devour it. Now the second one, Revelation chapter 8 verse 12. The fourth angel blew his trumpet, and a third of the sun was struck, and a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that a third of their light might be darkened, and a third of the day might be kept from shining, and likewise a third of the night.
Number 1.
Satan is never once seen as a star falling from heaven. His tail sweeps down a third of the stars, but never is he actually referred to as a star fallen from heaven himself. So what is the third of the stars that he swept down? Well, Revelation chapter 12 verse 7 through 9 says, Now war arose in heaven, Michael and his angels fighting against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was defeated, and there was no longer any place for them in heaven. And the great dragon was thrown down, that ancient serpent who is called the devil and Satan, the deceiver of the whole world. He was thrown down to the earth, and his angels were thrown down with him. Celestial angels are referred to as stars within these verses. Satan isn't a celestial angel. He's a glorious one. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 10 through 11 says, And especially those who indulge in the lust of defiling passion and despise authority. Bold and willful, they do not tremble as they blaspheme the glorious ones. Whereas angels, though greater in might and power, do not pronounce a blasphemous judgment against them before the Lord. Jude 1, 8 through 9. Yet in like manner these people also relying on their dreams defile the flesh, reject authority, and blaspheme the glorious ones. But when the archangel Michael, contending with the devil, was disputing about the body of Moses, he did not presume to pronounce a blasphemous judgment, but said, The Lord rebuke you. Satan isn't an angel, and if the stars in these verses are celestial angels, then the star fallen from heaven with the key to the bottomless pit cannot be Satan. So with that said, Revelation chapter 12 isn't the only account of stars falling from heaven. Daniel chapter 8 verse 9 through 12 says, Out of one of them came a little horn, which grew exceedingly great toward the south, toward the east, and toward the glorious land. It grew great even to the host of heaven, and some of the hosts and some of the stars it threw down to the ground and trampled on them. It became great, even as great as the prince of the host. And the regular burnt offering was taken away from him, and the place of his sanctuary was overthrown, and a host will be given over to it, together with the regular burnt offering because of transgression, and it will throw truth to the ground, and it will act and prosper. During the Great Tribulation, the man of lawlessness, not the Antichrist, there's no such thing as the Antichrist, will cast down stars from heaven. This is the future during the Great Tribulation after Abaddon rises from the bottomless pit. There's no such thing as the Antichrist because Antichrist is a spirit that denies Jesus is the Christ. 1 John chapter 2 verse 18 through 22 and 1 John chapter 4 verse 2 through 3. For more on the man of lawlessness and the spirit of Antichrist, check out our videos, The Man of Lawlessness and The Antichrist, which are both under our The End Times category or playlist. Let's look at another prophecy of stars falling from heaven to earth. Matthew chapter 24 verse 29 through 31. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then will appear in heaven the sign of the Son of Man, and then all the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send out his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Immediately after the Great Tribulation, stars will fall from heaven to earth and Jesus will return for his people. There is more than one event of stars falling from heaven to earth. Not all of them are the same event. Now while you guys ponder all of these things, let's sum everything up for you guys real quick. Satan swept down a third of the stars from heaven 2,000 years ago. He himself is never referred to as a star because stars are spiritual representations of angels. This isn't the only time a star has fallen from heaven or will fall from heaven. There are more accounts of stars falling from heaven, such as during the Great Tribulation, which is during the reign of the man of lawlessness, and also before Jesus' return. To say they are all the same event is to ignore the biblical timeline set and defined by God himself. Therefore, the star with the key to the bottomless pit is not Satan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you want to further grow your relationship with God and have a daily devotional sent directly to your phone or email, subscribe to our website, HoldToHope.org, or join our Telegram channel, HoldToHope, where you will also receive an encouraging verse, quote, and lyric of the day. If there's ever a video of ours taken down on YouTube that you want to see, it'll always be available on our website, Telegram channel, or Rumble, so do with that information as you see fit. And until next time, God bless.